Alright, welcome back to Newbee Rumble 16, or well, Not-so-Newbee Rumble 16 now, because, yeah, we're on round 2 and doing some inspections again. There have been a few newly submitted vehicles, all of them being refits. Let's just start all the way up top with the CC Yarder, which now supposedly broadside's better, I think. It's kinda managing to not die from being down there. Huh. Right, let's just take a bit of a look, see. We could check if the block count has even changed. This is 4454. The old one is... oh, there is some difference. Let's see where those differences may be. I'm assuming there's gonna be some extra turning. Kiwi did say the cat room is gone, so... where was the cat room? Was it over here or was it a bit further back?
I think it was in the middle, more or less.
It could have also been here, because this now has turning thrusters, so... it would kind
Yeah,
of
but I
make
don't think
sense.
it was in the bow. I think it was in the middle.
I mean, this section was always occupied by the flamers, so it wouldn't have been here, so maybe back here,
Yeah,
further.
yeah, maybe.
Well, maybe it was just removed for fuel or whatever. Either way, the cat room is gone. There's no longer anywhere to sit.
I think I think it was where the steam engine is, because I think he mentioned swapping it for steam engine.
Yeah, might be. He needs something to power those simple thrusters on the front after all. And yeah, that's probably the biggest new addition, just the ability to turn better, seeing as that was its main issue last round. And yeah, that's just... I mean, it would be fitting if we just sent it against itself, but it's easier to send it against a Marauder or something. Actually, poor Marauder is bullied often enough. Let's just take a Bastion. What is my auto detect on? Just to check that. Yeah, I had a feeling. There we go. Grazes the water, but gets out. Oh, somebody else. It is Kiwi! In person now. We have gone to inspecting your vehicle. Good evening. There we go, that looks like a good turn. Got some fire on the Bastion. Dodging the crabs. It is... again, just grazing the water. Not a good run on the poor Bastion. It is being blazed. Those looked like they make the connected, but the opinion on the colors... I mean, it's a lot darker than the old version, but I like it. The blue, purplish, and black goes well. Oh, that's a hit. That's instantly just 2%. Also, I should just F7. CCR seems to have a little bit of fire going on inside. Yeah. Because apparently steam boilers got sniped, and those do cause fires. Huh. Unfortunate. And there goes the Bastion. Melted down. The broadside seemed to have worked fine. Just Just to make sure though, give it another bastion. Spawn it intentionally on the wrong side. Let's see if it can get around properly. Give it a full repair too. Oh. Skinny dipping in the water. That cannot be intentional. I did not tell it to do that either. Come, get out of the water for a sec. There we go. That works. And now it's broadsiding with the correct side again. Perfect. Yeah, that thing is certainly set ablaze. Another slight dip into the water. Huh. It's doing it again. I mean, it still is moving, so it's not completely screwed if it goes into the water. Look, it even got out. Yeah, I don't know how it got out, Kiwi. Trust me, I have no idea, it just did. It's simply just like that. Interesting, the turrets are the main thing that's on fire here. No longer, but here comes another run. BRM just posted a picture of what they're building. Looks like a nice old World War II-esque ship bridge. A very nice bridge at that.
Thank you. It's a World War One though era.
Yeah, I mean, about that time frame.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so I guess we did see that the turning works, even if you spawned it at the wrong side. We'll have to see how well it does in battle, but so far I'd say this refit can replace the old vehicle. Alright, up next, the Reluctance. Oh, the Reluctance. According to Skovy, it should now be... Well, for one, it fills out the full budget this time around, compared to last time. And it should cause less DQs as well. We can go check that actually. Yeah, it's almost maximum, maxing out the budget. There's the Reluctance. 4,300, yeah, it did gain a lot of cost and block count. See where that went. Does it fall down all the way? No, it doesn't. Did it go into these crams? I don't remember seeing crams on the old one. Let's just get the old one in for comparing sake. There it is. Yeah, the crams. They are new. What was down here before? There was nothing really. There is this box, which is ammo, apparently. How big are these crams? I mean, they're taking up a decent bit of space. Yeah, they're actually not that small. And see. I mean, 15-second reload is pretty quick. It's got relatively low packing though, 615-ish. Well, will still work though. It's extra damage compared to last time. Actually, weren't there missiles on the bottom? Somewhere? Oh, they're over here though. Are those still there? They are. Right, let's quickly gloss over the insides a bit more. The AVS is still the same clipless setup, I think. The AI looks familiar too with those rubber wedges. The ammo just as well. And then here's one of those cramps. I mean, I'm no cram expert, looks fine to me. At least it looks functional, no disconnected blocks or anything. And then the barrel is decoded to sit lower, okay. And yeah, this is just mainly frag and HE with a little bit of hardener mixed in. It's also a 3x3 cram. Yeah, they're 3x3, so it's very, very, very compact in that regard. There's another AI box in here, so to say. This is just processing, isn't it? Why does this get the full rubber box and the actual AI only gets the wedges? Oh well. It is what it is. The missiles still seem to be the same. Yeah, no big differences there. The armor cost, we can go compare that to the old version, I guess. 55k. And for the old version it is only 50k. But I guess that could be just the turret caps and maybe some extra heavy armor being added. Well, love wins, I guess. They kissed. Now, who else joined us? It is 5 set. Good evening, or whatever time of day it is for you.
Yeah. It's evening.
Huh. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's evening for me too. Kind of why I'm doing the stream now.
Like 5 hours later than me, probably.
I mean, Central European time, so... Not sure.
I'm like American, so
Yeah, that...
I'm not sure when that is.
I mean, it's about 8 PM for me now. Bit later.
Oh wow, yeah, that's 6 hours difference. Or 6 hours in the future.
Ah yes, Back to the Future. Well, I think we can have the Reluctance go up and bully a bastion of its own. That's a bit of a test. See if those cramps do anything.
And 5 hours in the future for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know Kiwis at the same time, so... They're good defense. I was questioning whether or not they were ever going to fire, but here they go. Missing. Cram moment. Right, yeah, the swamp German. And that's what he said. Or she said. My bad. Where's the superior combat vehicle? The Marauder has been retired. We have a new superior combat vessel. Twice the guns. Look at it. It's got 2 cramps. And it is still front-siding, so clearly it's just superior. Also, that thing is going very far away again.
Also, I must say the new Bastion is very, very cool. Much cooler than the old Bastion.
Yeah, I like it. I do. Okay, keep an eye on the range real quick, because that looked like it was going way away. Well, enemy dead. But that was at very, very far distances for a sec. Oh well, I suppose it passes. There's not much else to be done to help with the range, I think, because the AI is already set to very close. It was, yeah, 250 to 300 meters. Yeah. Not much to be done there. So yeah, I guess the new Reluctance passes as well. On to the refitted trimmer. The trimmer which almost won last time already. We have here 144k-ish. Where's the trimmer at? Well, it lost some cost, actually. That's always interesting. 6,000 blocks this time. So 300 more blocks. I feel like that's gonna be wood. It definitely has a torpedo decoy down here. A little swingy bit, whatever you wanna call it. The guns were supposedly changed as well. Let's see what the shells are. Sabo head with... I mean, I'm never so sure on using Sabo head on anything that has payload, but I guess it can work out.
Yeah, that does not look like a good shell.
I mean, as long as it works. But yeah, I wouldn't use Sabo head with any sort of payload generally because it reduces the damage to 25%. That's rough. I mean, yeah, 500 explosive damage. I have heat shells that do more than that. Low caliber ones. Well,
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good shell.
I mean, it still does kinetic damage, so long as that works. Also, little bits of clipping here. I guess we'll let it slide. Because it's just one visual camera, which, yeah.
Just, there's a hole in the middle of the barrel so you can bore sight it by looking through it.
Clearly, yes, that's how it's done. Alright, anything changing on the internal side of things? The guns themselves, perhaps? I mean, we should just get the old one over to compare, I guess. And turn off the AI. Trimmer is all the way down here. It has a chair now. I very much so appreciate it having a chair. Right, so the turret caps already look different. You stay where you are.
You can press F11 the freeze time.
I mean, yeah, but ideally it was just stay. Okay, the gun is firing faster. That is something. 380s and oh no, these are 271. So smaller gauge. Let's see. Yeah, this one's got an AP head with HE, which immediately puts the HE damage up by a lot. Kinetic damage, I mean the AP is at 24 and the kinetic is at 10k. Whereas here it's... the kinetic damage is slightly higher and the armor piercing is way higher, obviously. Giving it more than double the KD AP, I guess? But yeah, the HE damage is just about a third. Also, 21, 90, huh? Are these different guns or something? Sable, solid, HE, base bleeder.
Less HE is basically the only difference.
Yeah, apparently, yes. That's also... I don't know. It's not odd, but still not something you see every day, that there's like different shells for the main guns, despite them being essentially the same gun. Okay, is there any extra wood anywhere that we... I mean, this is very empty.
Why is there just a big empty area with...
I guess it just trolled some cram or AP shells in general, which fuse in there.
There's just beams. There's no composite.
Nope. This is just one layer of wood for the shape, and then the inside is actually properly armored. There is metal air gaps here with heavy armor beam slope.
Okay.
And yeah, more metal to back up those. There's some armor on the deck as well, of course. So 1 meter of metal here. Some cram shells, if we had any, would just probably go here and detonate on top. I can see that happening. Also, perfect position for a steering wheel. I too drive my ships like this.
You'll lay on your back and steer the ship.
Of course. While sitting right on the funnel. Inhale those fumes.
The funnel is the superstructure.
I mean, it works. It's
Reminds
got a
me
tower,
of-
clearly.
Yeah, reminds me of a thing of a quirk of the British battleships, the early ones, the dreadnoughts, early dreadnoughts. They had the funnel in front of the observation tower, so it blew smoke into the observation tower, and the guy there couldn't see anything.
Peak design.
Exactly.
At least the guy in
Wonderful.
there did catch lung cancer for it.
Or it's worse when like the exhaust of your ship is in front of your sail.
Yeah. Okay, we've got... Okay. Those aren't even built-in shells that this thing is using. I haven't noticed that up until now, but... We're busting out the old things here.
Yeah, I don't know about this guy. I don't think he's very good.
I mean, he's gotten pretty far last round.
He got second place, in fact.
Damn.
Which, I mean, simple design, but it works. Right, let's get the old trimmer out of here. Allow the other one to move again. And it goes straight for a ram. I mean, it won't ram, of course, but it was trying. Right, give it a bastion to bully. Where are those going? Bastion, are you okay? Need I lend you my glasses? So yeah, the explosive damage is neglectable. But it pierces metal a lot better. Gets hit by some grams. It also gets trolled by shields, which I didn't even know the Bastion had shields. But nice to see that it has. Yeah, here goes that very spaced armor just controlling explosive cramps. Yeah, the explosive damage is still not doing much. It's taking out a few cram bits. So I guess these shields are mainly just very focused on piercing in the first place.
It would probably be better as like EMP or something at that rate.
I mean, EMP as main damage source is limited or restricted by the rules, so can't really do that. But I mean, he could have done one gun with EMP instead of explosives. And I mean, when the shell penetrates, it can still obviously do decent things with the explosion. It's just not nearly as much as it did beforehand, where it was more like sap. This is like actual AP shells. Did it take any serious damage from those crams? I mean, obviously there's the big chunks missing, but that's just the decorative hull. And apart from those,
Okay.
I mean, the turret cap has something here, but nothing big.
Okay, this ship's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I guess it
To
can
be
pass.
honest, yeah, to be honest, the Bastion isn't the strongest ship, but it's a pretty decent test. So yeah.
Yeah, the Bastion is decent little testing craft. It's easy to spawn in as well, quick to kill. Similar to the Marauder in that regard, really.
Yeah.
Alright, on to the last one, probably one of the most changes, the Tonker by EarthDuke. Actually, what is the Tonker? It's V31 here. This is V21? No, that's a whole ass different ship.
Yeah, that was my guess. He restarted from scratch.
But that's not a refit in that case, I don't
Yeah.
think. Let's just spawn the other one in for comparison.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just a
very
submarine.
different.
It's a big metal tube with up props.
It is... Yeah, you can't even say it's the same hull, just torn out and different weapons. This is a new
Yeah.
ship. And as such, it would have to abide by the rules and have the budget of a new ship, 120k instead. So, yeah, unfortunately can't pass.
Listening.
Get one of them out. Oh, I picked the wrong one, of course.
Listening.
But yeah, just having the same name doesn't mean it's the same ship. And yeah. Please consider that I do notice differences that are too obvious. Right, let's just give it the check anyways though. See if it would have passed otherwise. A very good thing to always check for that is just destroying one block. It's not getting repaired, so that's good already. Clear clips. Looks like some big sap. Yeah, that's... I don't even think you'd need a pen depth fuse on that, but... Yeah, this is kind of like the shells we saw on the old... What was it? Trimmer? Yes. With lots of explosive damage and relatively low KD AP. So it is similar to that. The RPM is a bit lower. So firepower looking. Missiles are fine. They're not more than half. Is this interceptors? 8 long? Huh. Yeah, it's interceptors. And these missiles are huge. What is in here? This is just thump. Okay, remote guidance thumper head. Who taught my mans about this? And then back here's another just gun. EMP protection. There's an AI. Directly touching heavy armor, no less. And it's not like the heavy armor is insulated. So EMP may hard counter this. Just a little bit. Anything else to take note of? I mean, the jet engines up here is interesting. I guess they're helping with roll a bit. And yeah. Apart from that, there really isn't much to look at. There's one big clump of ammo in the middle between those two turrets. There's some more ammo right next to the AI, which, fair enough, the heavy armor should help against exploding ammo here. The engine, however, would probably suffer. Also interesting engine setup, but who am I to judge? So yeah, let's have it fight the Bastion, just to get that. The missiles all launch at the same time, okay.
And they wiggle.
Yeah, they
quite
wiggle a lot. Maybe due to detection error on that ship being just relatively high. The holocrats connecting.
I don't think they have fins.
Those missiles, they might not have. Let's just go check. Of course, it doesn't have a chair. They're also open. Oh, they do have fins.
Okay. They have a lot of fins. Okay.
They have fins in the front even. Okay.
And a lot of fuel.
That may actually be a lot too much fuel.
Yeah.
Just...
It needs a regulator. That's what it needs.
I mean, thrust duration is 20 seconds. Lifetime is also 20 seconds. So I guess it's actually not too much.
Okay.
Now, the other question is, do you need 20 seconds of flight time if you have a tournament that runs at 1 kilometer distance? But that, of course, is for everybody to decide for themselves. Not a direct tram connect. Well, those missiles do damage, at least. That looked decent. And yeah, the AP or APS shells can also do some work against some light to medium armor targets. There goes the other turret, and there goes the Bastion as well. Right, no chair. Well, as I said though, it can't pass because it's a new submission that is too expensive for being a new submission. And was declared as a refit, so can't have that. But still, an interesting vehicle, which might have done a lot better than the old Tonker. But yeah, that's the last one already for the day. We have how long of a video already? It's 35 minutes. So, do we just do a random whatever battle?
Sure, I guess.
Just to fill up some time.
Yeah.
Right, let's just do... Yeah, let's just do the bonus battle setup. Except we give things more materials. Any suggestions?
Mm. Can be any vehicle, or has to be Newbee Rumble.
Can be anything.
Mm. What about that one heavy cruiser I sent against something from Newbee Rumble? The the Denebola. Yeah.
This one, okay. Against something from Newbee Rumble. Let's see. Throw it against...
I mean, cost equal, so yeah, would
Yeah, cost
have to
equal.
be two.
We could do Mask of Doom if we felt evil, but... let's just give it... I know. One old trimmer, one new trimmer? That sounds like a fun enough idea.
Yeah.
Direct comparison. See what happens in this sort of setup. And yeah. Immediate AVS parts being chucked out.
Yeah, the secondaries.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure. There was one missing from the other side.
Yeah, there's a turret cat that looks like a secondary.
Yeah. Yeah, on the back.
Yeah. Oh. The Tonkers were going in for a little bit of a hug. Booty touch. Obviously the Tonkers aren't designed for team combat because, well, that stuff doesn't happen in Newbee Rumble. Also, I noticed that we still have DQ distance. Minimum altitude I keep, because it just makes sense. And let's just have these spawn 400 meters apart. Not $100, 400. Here we go. This should maybe avoid ramps and collisions and whatnot.
Hopefully.
Nope, they turn into one another. Lovely.
Because of course, FTD AI moment.
It always wants to do this. The FTD AI has to ram. It is legally obliged to do it.
Yeah, I was watching your test battles for the Promethean Directive, and the princess in ramming every fucking time.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Brokdorf always getting some fucking AI snipe somehow.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, still no idea how that keeps happening or kept happening during testing. Well,
RNG was
clearly on its side.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the refitted trimmer's getting shot more, maybe because bigger target. Don't know.
I mean, it's got more blocks, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, not sure. I forgot what I set up the main guns to target on that thing.
Oh, now it's swapped over.
And swapped back.
Yeah, it's kind of not sure. Might just be distance because I mean distance. Also, there's a main gun missing.
Yes, there is.
How did that happen? Oh, it got breached from back here.
My guess was the AP shell.
Yeah, dug in there properly. There's another main gun going.
Yeah.
So yeah, those AP shells actually doing quite some good work here. From the refit. Just judging by the angle at which the shells came in. Or the damage.
Yeah.
So long as it isn't suspiciously only targeting turrets. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it's working its way towards that last turret.
To be honest, it makes sense it's targeting the turret if set to target a cluster of blocks.
Yeah,
My ships tend to be quite empty, so it
yeah,
will target the turret.
makes sense. Happens with mine a lot as well. Which, I like to just compensate by having more turrets. Sometimes.
Fair enough. As you can see, my ships are mostly inspired by real life stuff, so
Yeah. You can't really go too overboard with turrets unless it's like, I don't know, a Fuso replica.
Ajinko.
Yeah, something like that works, of course, but
Yeah, this one is not. This one is based on the Baltimore.
yeah, so triple turrets, 3 of them, ABX.
Yes.
The simple setup. How is that?
To be honest, I say the simple setup is 4 duels, but yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
How is this turret even? You know what? I'm not
Alive.
even gonna ask questions. It's just there.
My guess is ejectors. So it didn't go up.
It
up
really
those.
shouldn't be alive anymore. It's not really doing anything anymore, I don't think.
But it's there.
But it is there. It still is counting towards your health.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Dreamers will win. Very good showing from the new vessel.
Yeah. The AP shells put in some very good work in this one. So yeah, in that regard, very, very good showing. Turret went
That
idle.
was my engine.
I see AI parts.
Rude.
You may have had some AI damage.
Maybe the PID got fucked actually.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, that's
With
my
all the
guess.
AI parts floating around, that is the PID in the same area as the AI?
Yes, the PID is on the same box as the AI.
Yeah, that probably got clipped by something. Makes sense, given that like the entire ship is blown open.
Yeah, it's there. You can see the. Yeah, that's the gun AI gun, I believe.
Yeah, the
There
main
is.
gun. That's why this one went idle. I mean, it went out now.
Yeah, I believe if I remember right, the ship has 3 AIs. They are on the same general area but separated.
Makes sense to have them separate a bit. Helps with survivability,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, one is for the main guns, the other is for the secondaries, and the third is for the anti-air.
Yeah, just a bit of a mix. Very sensible setup, really. Having 3 separate ones.
My battleship has 4 actually, but that's because I wanted the fourth guns to target different stuff from the rear guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's kind of detoothed.
Yeah, that's a win for the trimmers, I say. No need to keep watching it
Yeah, it's
slowly die.
definitely looking like a win for those. How about we replace it with... I mean, they have something in that cost range too, from
Oh,
Promethean. Which, of course, still from back in Newbee Rumble, I believe 12. The
it was
Brokdorf.
yeah, that was a fun Newbee Rumble.
We might go back to having 300k budget at some point. That is
I really
definitely an
hope
option.
I really hope so because 300k is fun.
Yeah, it had been very fun. That much I will say. I mean, the Brokdorf is kind of one of my more light designs for as far as my own things go.
But yeah, I think 300k in general is like the more fun area to build at.
I mean, yeah,
It's a good middle ground, not too big, not too small.
yeah, it is decent. Also, damn, that just nearly rocked this turret.
Thank you, the
Murked
other
this one entirely.
Yeah. Cram doing cram stuff.
Yeah, Tram performing as usual. Though the Brokdorf is obviously taking damage itself as well. Which I assume is kind of doing something to its own guns. Oh, it got one of those turrets in return.
Also, I was intending to ask, but I always forget what's the superstructure on your ship's based on? Or
I don't
nothing in
even...
specific?
There is not even any specific inspiration anymore. I mean, the main tower I carried over from my first ships in like 2018-ish? And
Fair enough.
the funnels might actually be from that same time as well. The rest kind of just
enough.
happens.
Fair enough, I guess. They give me Soviet chip vibes, the superstructure.
Yeah, the superstructure, the hull is being German.
Yeah.
Ish. Also. Damn! This thing is lucky. How does that happen with a crab?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind, there it
Well,
goes.
it's gone now.
That's... There is cram pieces falling out of the Brokdorf, of course, which...
That's the one of the ray guns, I think.
Maybe, yeah. May have been this front gun, actually, with the barrel
yeah,
going
maybe.
yellow now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always forget
it is this
about.
gun.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the highlight because I play without it.
Yeah. It's sometimes helpful to figure things out. There
Yeah,
goes
it's
another
helpful.
set of 2 shells, which blew off that turret.
That gun, yeah, that gun is certainly gone.
That thing... Oh, it still has a barrel. But...
Yeah, but it's not connected to anything, I believe.
Yeah, no, this is gone. The firing piece that itself got nuked.
Yeah.
And here goes another 2 shells. You don't need to keep hitting that front turret, to be honest. It's gone. It's getting kinda close to getting this back turret, or the second turret. Overall, a very even fight.
I have some funny plans for the Promethean Directive, but I don't have like a second person yet.
I mean, you can have
So-
Perry.
Yeah, but he builds like mostly realistic stuff. I was thinking of going a bit funkier.
Oh yeah, then in that case, probably
Yeah.
not the best idea.
Yeah, like wouldn't be non-realistic, but would be slightly funkier. It's
More special.
yeah,
Sci-fi, if you will.
not exactly sci-fi. It's diesel punk, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, close enough.
Mhm.
I mean, the crabs are doing decent damage here, but they're not killing.
My experience from the official Discord is that like you can't build with someone unless like one of you knows significantly more about the game.
That is true, yeah. Probably, at least.
In
And
my yeah.
Oh, there's
In
a
my
turret.
experience of like playing with narcissistic people, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, to be honest, I just built for fun.
I just built that sort
You
of
see,
stuff.
that's what a narcissist would say.
Clearly.
But yeah, I'm no good in the game.
The vehicles I make are like functional sometimes, I guess, but that's about as far as it goes. And here comes the Brokdorf. Not even killing a turret cap on a direct hit. Oh, never mind. Never
It
mind,
did
that's a
kill
kill.
others. Yeah.
And yeah, it's keeping its guns on this one. Which may or may not work out. This battle is certainly taking a while, but
Yeah. One thing I really am not good in the game is planes. Like all my planes are really bad. I
I
say all
mean,
my planes, the two that I have. Yeah.
I mean, just
What
given
was?
the name AA Cannon Man, I will not be good at planes.
Yeah, fair enough.
And to be fair, using cannons for AA is also not a good idea, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why my main fleet uses lasers, just because building AA cannons is sometimes annoying.
Yeah, cannons do
But
not make for good AA, that is something to be always aware of.
it's better than some types of missiles sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. Like, the turrets are back on this here trimmer, the old one. The
I
back
think
turrets aren't even firing shells anymore, they're just making puffs of
I think
smoke.
I think the most random the most random plane kill I ever saw was by a cram cannon.
Yeah, Cramps killing planes is not a common occurrence. How I'm gonna put it.
No, it's a fin stabilized cannonball, basically.
Yeah, it's not a common occurrence, but when it happens, the plane is usually dead.
Yeah, at least if it's a normal plane and not some almost like ship-sized aircraft.
Yeah, but at that point, it's a bit easier to hit with cram.
Yeah, that's
Like
also
not
true.
much, but a bit easier.
I mean, Cram manages. Oh, there goes that last turret on this one. So,
I think the Tremors may be out of guns now.
nope.
Oh no, they have
One
one.
remains, one whole gun. It's just a matter of the Brokdorf realizing that. Or maybe it snipes an AI or something.
Also, I see those decoys. I remember I need to make decoys, and then I forget to make the decoys.
Yeah, I can relate. Okay, Cramshell. Go kill some submarine then. I see some
Aiming at the
hatred for
other
the
ship.
old Cram, for the old version of the trimmer. The Brokdorf definitely has something against that one.
My guess is because the new one is almost dead, so it's targeting the one with more blocks.
Probably. And yeah, it's not doing much anymore. The timer is
Neither is
almost up.
this single gun on the Tremor though.
Yeah. the timer is almost up anyways. So by that point we can clearly say which side has won. Oh? Brokdorf with another minor inconvenience sort of hit. But yeah, this version of the Brokdorf does actually have like some repair bots, I think. So... Oh, but it is rolling. Not by much. Should it be able to...
It may have some repair bots, but not enough to
Yeah, it's not
repair
to the
back
level
up.
of repairing mid-battle and just healing back up.
It's not the 500 repair bots of the one battleship.
The fucking copium. No, it is not that level of silly.
Yeah.
And... Cram. One just
It
straight
missed
up
it again.
overfence. But the timer is almost up for this battle, and it looks like the Brokdorf wins on a slight health advantage.
Yeah.
This would actually be kind of my idea for Newbee Rumble 17. Having either one 300k-ish craft or two 150k craft. Which could actually be separate as well.
I approve.
That would be kind of what I proposed for Newbee Rumble 17. Thinking ahead a bit already. Well, that shall be it though for today. Next week we will have one more inspection of a late submission. That one actually being a new vehicle too, and being declared as such. But apart from that, we can get right into the battles, I hope. So until then, goodbye.